So, another weekend, another great fight. Obviously, this was a fantastic fight we've just had on Saturday night. I know this is Monday morning, but I've been extremely busy the past few days. Francisco Rodriguez Jr., easy for me to say, fucking hell, beat Galal Yafai, unanimous decision over 12 rounds. Now, this fight, non-stop action. If this fight has shown us anything, we know how talented Galal Yafai is. But this showed how fucking tough the guy is. He took a lot of punishment in that fucking fight, and he was still standing at the end. He was dropped in the 12th, accumulation of just all the punishment. He was probably absolutely exhausted because he put so much into it, and he took a lot of punishment. This is the sort of fight that will shave years off a fighter's career. I mean, he's 32. Yafai, they're both 32 actually. This was for the interim WBC Flyweight title, so the winner, in theory, gets a shot at Kenshiro Taraji, who is the full champion. And that's all I was hearing in the build-up was Yafai's team basically talking about Kenshiro. And I remember thinking, I was reading an article online, must have been Wednesday or Thursday last week, and they kept on about it. Kenshiro was mentioned rather a lot, and I thought, hang on, you've got a guy in front of you that's a veteran, a Mexican, a tough fucking Mexican. These Mexicans have got a history of coming over to the UK and beating the fuck out of our guys. Let's not lie about this. Go back throughout history. They've got a hold over us. These Mexicans, they're tough motherfuckers, and he's an old veteran as well. He's been through. I mean, he's only 32 himself, as Rodriguez Jr., but he's been around a long time. I think he's been pro since he was 17. I think. Excuse me for the sniffing again. My hay fever's really acting up today. I think he was about 17 when he turned pro. He's had a lot of fights, a lot of tough fights. Obviously, Yafai's only had 10 pro fights, and decent, very good amateur career. Obviously, Olympic gold medalist. I think we were kind of, as fans, we were British fans, we were kind of spoilt with the victory over Sonny Edwards in November. But if you look back at it, Sonny Edwards was a shell of what he was, and he didn't want to be there. He said between rounds, it was after the second round, he said to his trainer, I don't want to be here. And they should have pulled him out. I still maintain they should have pulled him out, because he wasn't in the right mindset. I think the Bam Rodriguez fight took so much out of Sonny Edwards. This is just my opinion, everybody. And he was a shell of what he was, and Galal Yafai did his job, took him out. And it was sad to see, because I was a big fan of Sonny Edwards, and I think that victory kind of gave us a false sense of security. Now, I'm not criticising Galal Yafai. He's a brilliant fighter, but I just think maybe he was flattered a little bit by that performance, and I don't think he was prepared for what I think maybe they were overlooking Francisco Rodriguez Jr. I think they were not prepared for the firefight, and I had basically every single round bar the fourth. I think I gave the fourth or the fifth to Yafai. Everything else for me went to Rodriguez, and of course the 12th he got the extra point for the knockdown. And it was a heavy knockdown as well. It was an accumulation of punishment, and he just went down like a sack of shit. He did get back up and finished the fight. Good for him. But he well lost that fight. It's not like it was a close decision or a split decision. He was well beaten from round 1 to round 12. So it looks like Rodriguez Jr. is going to get his shot at Kenshiro Taraji for the WBA and WBC Flyweight titles. So we've got that to look forward to. Galal Yafai, I'm not saying it's the end. I mean, I've seen a lot of people online. It always happens when somebody loses. Oh, he was trash, he should quit. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who? We've seen so many guys lose big fights and come back to be better or win titles. It happens. A lot of people said the same with Amir Khan when he was taken out by Bradis Prescott back in 2008 in 90 seconds. Oh, he's trash, that's it. His career's over, and he went on to win 2 world titles. So, shut up. Yeah, it's boxing, it happens. A lot of people criticising the matchmaking. Oh, it was too much too soon. Look, the guy's a world-class amateur. Yeah? He won a gold medal. They're trying to fast-track him to world honours. You've got to take fights like this. You can't keep giving people easy touches. You can't please a boxing fan. You give them a fight like this and they lose. People moan and say, oh, it's too much too soon. But if you feed them dead bodies for 4 or 5 years, people moan and say, oh, well, they're getting easy touches. Boxing is boxing. It's a hard sport. It is the hardest sport. Any combat sport. It's fucking hard sport. Hard work. You're putting your fucking body on the line. And this fight, I could see taking years off somebody's career. Hopefully Yafai will come back. Hopefully he can improve. Hopefully he can win a world title down the line. But yeah, that was a bruising loss. So we'll have to see. Right, back to sneeze. I'll let you go, folks. Thanks very so much for subscribing and watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.